I have managed in the last days to laser focus, and I can tell you I have progressed more in a week than in a month because I felt there was something in the environment, in the way we live, that is against laser focusing, against us progressing. It's everywhere. Some sort of matrix that has created a habit we all go by, a habit of changing tasks quickly, a habit of being fast, that at the end of the day make us really slow. I'm sure you have felt it too. You have so many things to do, like different tasks or ideas you want to put in motion, and the amount of things is overwhelming, and you try to do a bit of all, not progressing at the end. So I'm going to share with you all I have learned to avoid this. Let's jump into it. Look at these eggs. They are warming up and eventually will boil. But imagine that I have only one cooktop and you want to cook also other meals. If I remove the pot with eggs to put another pot, the temperature of the water the eggs are in will drop, never reaching 100 degrees Celsius or the boiling point. The only way for them to boil is to let them enough time until they are cooked. The same happens with the brain. The brain can really only focus on one pot at a time, and that's been confirmed by neuroscientists. And we don't let time for the eggs to boil anymore. We are swapping pots quickly. That's why we don't really complete things. The habit of quickly changing has been marinating for the last decade, and it's well established now in the society. Of course, it's been empowered by social media and the digital world that started probably since the invention of television. Do you remember the zapping? That was the beginning. Passive consuming and quickly changing something when it gets boring. Also, the advertisement pace, the quick change of shots, no more than 2 seconds each, and one after another, has also influenced the way movies are made and the way we prefer watching content. And all this has unconsciously affected us. Basically, this is a habit created by media, wanting constantly your attention, which transfers into profits for them. Nowadays, we have a hypertrophy of this. There is so much to see in the digital world around you. The feeling there is so much to catch up in social media and streaming. And the new thing introduced by social media, which is the validation dependency. You have posted something and you want to know if you get likes, and your mood is really dependent on this. Do you feel this sometimes? Does this make sense to you? Leave your comments below, please. This channel wants you to thrive as a creator, as a person, to make you aware of the things that can trap you in the way and give you clues that I have found useful to progress and use all the potential of your brain. So if you like this content, support this channel by liking, subscribing, sharing, or leaving comments. Thanks so much. So one way or another, we have grown in a world where we have spent a lot of time zapping, scrolling endlessly, swapping between apps to check what's new or to check if you have new likes. Companies know well that the feeling of the new gives you a dopamine shot, and social media companies know well how short videos or lives give immediate dopamine rewards and how this gets you hooked, and that again transfers into profits for them. Because of this, we have well-established reinforced dopamine habits, dopamine that is produced by this quick pace and by changing tasks quickly. And as a result, our brain has actually changed during all these years. It has got used to this pace. This habit has definitely possessed the way our brain works. We have addictive brains mostly. And the moment something gets too tricky or too boring, you want to change. And actually what's happening is that everything seems boring if it lasts too long. Reality feels boring, which is very sad because it has so much to offer if you pay attention to the details. It's very sad that life starts to feel dull without the new. Our brain is messed up, and it's very difficult to focus in one thing for a long time anymore. So what we're doing these days is really multitasking. We jump from one task to one distraction, or from one task to another, and you think you are being very productive, that you are fast, but you are not. Like example of the eggs, there is only one cooktop. And when you swap tasks quickly, that's giving you the illusion that you are multitasking and progressing, but you are not. This is because at every new swap, your brain needs to reconfigure. Remember what you are doing. Remember all the environment related to that task, and that takes time and effort. Multitasking or quickly swapping between tasks or being distracted makes you less efficient because the brain needs to start again where it left it. And the brain needs time to warm up and get to speed. And if you don't let this happen, you will always be slow. The eggs will never boil. Basically, you have been encouraged to be a passive consumer, not a person who creates things because of real passion. Because you know this well, if you want to create something, if you want to succeed and finish something, you need focused time, you need flow, you need to stay in the task without changing for a time. And especially if you want to create something with good quality, you have to ignore the results, the likes, the outcome. That has to become irrelevant. And that led me to try one experiment I want to share with you. During 7 days, I was swapping tasks, but I was remaining on each of them 10 minutes minimum, forcing myself to stick to it without changing or multitasking. The results were amazing because I was letting time for my brain to warm up without changing scenarios. I was progressing way faster. In those 10 minutes, I was doing more than I had been doing for the last month. The trick is to actually use a chronometer. Set focus time on your mobile or stop all notifications and don't let anything, absolutely anything, distract you in those 10 minutes. Resist the temptation to swap tasks if you feel your current task is getting tricky, difficult. Be mindful of your thoughts, especially thoughts of giving up or mind wandering. Keep going. Find workarounds to keep going and stick to your task for those 10 minutes. Yes, the habit of zapping, of swapping, of escaping the present moment, it's really embedded in us. But it's just a habit. It can be changed. This experiment I'm doing was hard at the beginning because trying to stick to one task is hard. The moment I didn't know what to do next, I felt a strong temptation to give up. But then I focused on the problem and on the solution in a creative way, trying things I hadn't tried before. And the good thing is that because of the warm-up time, the brain is more powerful finding solutions. It was easier to find those workarounds. How many times we need to hear this to stick in our brains as a truth? Conquering the initial resistance and sticking to a course, persisting, is the only way to achieve something. I found 10 minutes is a good time for your brain to really focus on something and progress. Maybe like the time it gets for the eggs to boil. And maybe boiling is a metaphor of the flow state. Flow state is a moment where the brain is really excited and you feel you are effortlessly progressing. If I reach that state, I let the timer run over 10 minutes and I keep going until I can't anymore because it's a highly productive time. Reaching flow is precious. I can't describe the quality of perception and time you get if you let the brain warm up enough without changing to another thought, to another thing. The quality of presence, the meditative quality of the present moment, there is nothing more fulfilling, profound, and rewarding than this. Laser focusing is the best thing I have discovered recently, and I recommend you to do it. It's changing my life. I have the feeling I'm actually doing more things than ever. I feel I'm connected to reality more than ever, and the feeling I have completed things can't be compared to the instant gratification you get watching short videos or getting likes from your posts. I really hope this video makes a positive impact on you. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.